update our code and we create our branch. It is coming from the develop branch and then push it that code. So my team lead is check the code in Git. But earlier we worked on SVN. So in SVN we push the code.
No, no. Okay. So who will review your code? Like
Team
who is
lead,
taking the responsibility?
our team lead.
Hmm. So are you following any sprint or something?
Yes, a sprint we are following also. 11 o'clock our scrum meeting. In scrum meeting we discuss about all the our task with team manager. Then end of the day we just log in with Jira and some maintain
Hmm.
our sheet what is what done today. And when sprint 1 has completed, then we are retrospective meeting conduct our time manager. So in
Okay.
retrospective meeting there we had discussed about the what worked well, means the every task or defects we have done, so it is
Hmm.
going good or not in production. So that is
Which is your current company?
Logics and Solutions Private Limited.
It is- Where it is? It is in Bangalore or
Mumbai.
Mumbai. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the difference between functional component and class component in React?
Yes, yes. In React functional component, it is just a pure JavaScript function. So it is very less of code and easy to we can develop in functional component. But this is a we are using props, but here is a stateless. If you want to update any state, so there is no any feature for state the update. So in hooks in React version 16.8, hooks is coming in for functional components. So just like we can update any state through the use state, but in a class component we are updating the state and through the set state. So it is a stateful component.
Give me 2 minutes.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Mm, uh, so for communicating between the components, um, how what all ways we can do in React? Like suppose if we want to pass any data from one component to another component,
Yes, sir.
what
Through
are the different ways?
first of all, through the props, we can pass the data through the props, one component to another component. And if you want to use context, so the context is also for using this is the removing props tree hierarchy of the props. So but main is we are using props, we are passing the data from one component to another component.
In what scenario we will use context? Can you give an example?
Yes, actually, in our project we are using context and through the provider. So, for example, this is a main app component. We are using provider context dot provider, and these we are giving some attributes or variable names, or if these name we are passing a component another component like d component or e component. So we can pass the we can use the context dot consumer. So if required component, so we can directly use there are required components. So uh, earlier context we are passing through the props. So these are the main concept of the context. We can directly pass the data from parent to next component like component A or component D through the consumer. Consumer is used in required component.
How can we pass data from parent child to parent?
Parent child to parent.
From child to parent.
Child to parent through the event listener. Event handling.
Okay. Can you explain the flex styling?
Flex.
Have you? Yeah.
No, I didn't use in Flex, but I know Flex. It is just, for example, we are just giving div A, B, C, and inside the border, we just adjust the width as adjust the width of the border as manage to the border for div A or div B. But I didn't
Now,
use Flex.
I am asking about the styling, right? Flexbox styling.
Mm, Flex box styling.
So how you are styling your component, React component?
In our React component, we are styling some external file we are using, and we just for use style, and that is a style we are import the required component use style. It is a common file for every component style.js.
Okay, so I think you are using Material UI or something, right?
Yes.
So you are not writing any custom styling for the particular component level custom styling. You are not writing.
No, sir. It's required. It depends on our designing purpose. If there are a particular element, if we want to width, so that time we are using inline style also. Otherwise, we are using external style.
So you know the CSS styling, right?
Yes.
Have you worked on any CSS preprocessor
No.
like SAS,
No, sir.
less?
No, no, no. I didn't work.
Okay,
Mm.
okay. What is a box model for CSS?
Box model just like a border when we are giving uh, for any we are decorating for inside a border. So box model just like a border, we can giving a border width, a border height. So these are the box model.
Can you explain the positioning, different positioning for any DOM element in CSS?
In our project.
Like if you style an element, right? So you have experience with the normal CSS and JavaScript, right?
Yes, right.
Mhm. In normal CSS and HTML, if you style an element, we can able to tell the position, right? What
Position,
all position? Yeah.
yes, yes, yeah. So relative or absolute, static, position, fixed. uh, Hello.
Okay.
Sometimes we
Yeah.
are using position also. Actually, we are giving us some printer or text box drop down list. So sometimes we are using some positions also in our project relative.
Okay. Uh, what is a absolute position? How it is behaving like?
Absolute position, just take a parent element when we are using absolute position. So div a and div b, if we are using div b in absolute position, it just take the parent, we can say that just overlap of the parent. So these are the main purpose of the absolute position. So we can give the left, right, top, bottom position, we can set the.
Okay. So in project you are not using any flex styling, right?
Yes, sir. No, I didn't use flex.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Fine. Yeah. I'm just asking.
Okay.
Suppose you have one React component, right?
Okay.
Suppose there is one header component.
Okay.
Mm. In header component, there is one settings icon is there. So it should come at the end of that header on right end, right?
Setting icon is there in the header.
Yeah. There is one icon in the header.
Okay.
There is one logo. It should place at the left corner, and the icon should place at a right end.
Mm-hmm.
So how you are style those one?
Uh, in header party, left and right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can use for position also, and we can use float right. Both we can use. Flex, if you want to use flex in right, and if you want to use position, so you can use also position static, because static by default is just in the left hand side by default. Or float we can use also right and left, but before float
So
using, we can clear both when we are using float.
suppose in your project, are you supporting the multiple viewport, the responsive behavior?
Yes, sir. Tablet we are using in our project. Tablet also we are supporting tablet.
What about mobile?
mm, Mobile, actually I checked in desktop and tablet, not mobile. We are testing on tablet and desktop. If we are
Mhm.
using mobile responsive, so we, uh, we are using Grid, Bootstrap Grid. So for we are giving extra small, medium and large, so we are handle this.
How we can write CSS specific to viewport?
Which one? CSS?
CSS specific to viewport. Suppose in desktop view, we have to hide some element. We need to show only that particular DOM element in tablet. How we can do it with the CSS?
Display none property we are using.
So how we can do with specific to one viewport?
Mm, so don't know because display none we are
Okay.
using here.
So if you give display none, then
Is
it will
hide
not
the
show for
show.
all viewport, right?
Yes.
So I need to display
Or
only
we can,
for
sir,
tablet.
I think we can check with through that if it is some we given the number. I'm not sure. Some any
Have you
other
used
method.
any media query?
Yes, media query. Yeah, through the media query, we can given the some number 728 or 1700. If that we can use some display none. If tablet or mobile icon we can we don't want to display.
So you have experience with JavaScript, right? Normal JavaScript.
2 years, sir.
2 ways.
Mm.
So coming to object-oriented concept, how we can define object? What all are the different ways where we can able to define an object in JavaScript?
uh, Object, sir, here in our project we are define an object for in triple B. We are using so we are creating a object and we just object dot assign because we are working on this. We are creating const and some object name and is equal to curly braces, and we are giving a key value, and you can just mm, assign that object. It just display in our list.
What is inheritance in JavaScript? How we can achieve
Which one?
inheritance?
Written.
Inheritance.
Inheritance. No,
Yeah.
actually JavaScript is not support inheritance. So inheritance just replaced with prototypes in ES6 concept.
What
Uh,
is prototyping?
Prototyping, we just inherit if you want any new variable or method. So here we are using a prototype. For example, we are giving a variable name and a variable b in an object. So if you want to variable c, so that time we are using a prototype. We are using some
No.
object name like obj dot prototype and variable name like a c is equal to given the value. Same just like a method also we can inherit from the outside or anywhere.
1 second. Mm, have you worked on any accessibility?
mm, accessibility.
Like for
Mm,
disabled one, we are maintaining some standard, right, in HTML.
uh, yes. In our we have worked on like a switch statement na when you is we have worked on palette when we create a palette for any product na, so we are giving us some button, switch button on and off,
Mm-hmm.
open or close. So that time we are using, if any palette we are close, so that time we are disable, we are not showing again. So in our switch button, when if any close that panel, so we are not showing again, it just close, it just disabled, disable the
Okay.
button.
So you have experience on HTML5, right?
No sir, I don't have experience HTML5, I didn't work.
Okay.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. So you know the form elements like input, select box.
uh, Select box, yes, select in this option, this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes
Yeah.
sir, yes sir.
So if you are working with React, then uh, have you worked on the form elements like submitting form, CAD operations, anything in React?
uh, Forms, we are using mostly text boxes,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, in our.
Mm-hmm.
In material UI, mostly we are using some input box, so text box. So these are we are using material UI.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, what is the difference between let and const?
Let and const actually.
It's a.
Mhm.
Have you worked on ES6?
Yes sir. So mainly we are using a
Yeah.
const or let. So ES6 earlier we are using where keyword. So when we are using a where keyword, na, this is not as for security purpose. So anyone can use or anyone can update when we are using a where keyword. So here we are using a const keyword. So this is a constant. We cannot reassign any variable. We cannot reassign. It is a just constant, and it is a block scope of code is let keyword. So if we are using a let keyword, so this is a block of code. So this is the ES6 features instead of where.
Okay. So in React, how we can call an API?
Sir,
Suppose we are, yeah.
yeah.
Suppose we have one endpoint. We have to get the data from this particular endpoint, right?
Mm-hmm. We using Axios. So Axios call. So if you want to get data, so get method we are using. If we want to fetch the data from the server, So get method we are using, Axios we are using.
Okay.
Hmm.
What all are
Sir, your voice is breaking.
is it better now?
No.
Hmm. Life cycle methods
Uh,
in React.
yes, life cycle method is uh, component date mount. Life cycle should component update. Component date mount, it is only one time render after the component is rendered. So if any API use, so component date mount inside method we are using any API. And should component update life cycle method when the any state has changed. So this life cycle has used any state has update. Component will unmount if you want to stop your component for re-render. So that time we are using a component will unmount life cycle method. So this is a get derive state from props. This is same. If any state has update, so that time is execute get derive state from props life cycle
Mhm.
method. Yeah.
So, for routing and navigation, which library you are using in your last project?
uh, Routing, we are using route component.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And switch component will just wrap up with the all the routes component. We are using some component name path name.
Okay. What is the use of super inside class?
Inside the class, when we are using a super, it just inherit the parent properties. It is uh, in it just take the parents property of the component. So these are the super, it just take the parent
Hmm.
property. Hmm.
So, coming to DevOps, what is CI/CD?
uh, Check in and CI/CD, DevOps, um, so check in and check continuous.
Okay. Yeah. So, have you used any Jenkins build or something like?
No, sir. That time when we are generate the PR, na,
Hmm.
so
Hmm.
we are just checking it is build failed or success. But that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. So just go to the when we are generate the
Hmm.
PR, and it is just click on the detail button after half an hour in Git.
Hmm.
So it just go to the directly in Jenkins page. So we can show the output console output. Only we just show the it is success or failure
Hmm.
for
Hmm.
any reason. It is failed for some
Okay.
size.
Have
Yeah.
you using any JS unit or any test case for any component? Your
Mm,
component.
no, no, sir. No.
Okay. Have you used any grunt task like Webpack or something? Have you explored any custom bundling of CSS or custom bundling of JS?
So triple B we are using Webpack in triple B Bedbath and Beyond project now. So we are using
Mm-hmm.
Webpack, just bundling the component. Webpack we are using.
Okay. Okay, then done with my part.